I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But let's get into this Ecnews segment, because this is what we've been waiting on, apparently.
Yeah, you feel the vibe. Better press like and subscribe. Steady on the grind. Million plus we on the rise. YBC, we in this thing to entertain your every need. So shout out to friends and family at Rhodes and yeah, we be killing it.
Yeah, welcome to the show, I hope you feel it. Sit back and watch the subs reach 1 million. Watch what I do for entertainment. Watch what I do for your amazement. Can't contain it, hit the like button. Make a nigga day and tell me how you love it. It really help us if you get to sub it. But all she trying to do is get to
Yo, YK, WTFGO, man. You got Jay, and I'm back. I'm back for another Ecnews segment, man. And today, the long-awaited case, the long-awaited trial that we've been seeing the live videos from. We've been seeing academics go live. We've been seeing all types of shorts, reels about, you know, every single day leading up until this one, where the jury decided that they wanted to deliberate. And the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case has finally been put to an end because Tory Lanez pleads guilty to all charges. Wow. Look, before we talk about this, before I give my opinion, before we get too deep into this, because this might be an unpopular opinion, but this is the point of elevated culture and Ecnews. Think elevated, think different, be open to other people's perspectives and opinions, but also give yours and speak your mind. Before we get into this, y'all press subscribe. Y'all gotta press subscribe because we're on the road to 1 million subscribers, but we're definitely on the road to 100K. So y'all press subscribe. Y'all press like. Comment down below. Distribute. Y'all gotta share this video to all your friends and all your family, man. Hey, all right, how should I talk about this? How should we reel this back in? I don't want this to be a long video, but we gotta cover all bases and talk about how I really feel about this. We saw it back in 2020, I believe. Yeah, it was 2020. The moment all social medias went crazy. Instagram, Twitter went crazy. Facebook was even talking about it. It was the images of Meg Thee Stallion limping out that car, out that truck, out that black SUV, blood leaking from her foot. The back of her foot looked like the Achilles, whatever, from the ankle foot area. The police asking her to get on the ground. She said, I've been shot. And we see they're directing Kelsey, the other woman, to get out of the car. And you see Tory Lanez get out of the car. And that moment, from that moment forward, because we saw the live of them in Kylie's house. We saw that live. We saw that moment. From that moment, things escalated and would change people's lives forever. Literally forever, bro. Everything was released. Oh, Jesus, I can't even talk. Tory shot me. Is everything Megan was saying. Oh, dance, bitch, is what she heard him say. That's what everything she was saying in the interviews. That's the story that she was telling. And everybody believed that Tory did it. Everybody thought Tory did it. Everybody was like, oh, man. You know, women's rights. Let's protect our black women, which let's do that 100%. This focus. I told y'all about this focus. I don't know when the last time it's been focused. Anyway, let's get back into it. Definitely protect our black women, protect our women. But from jump, and I even said this back then, from jump, I didn't want us to jump to conclusions or jump or have assumptions so early in the case, so early in the trial without evidence being presented. All right. As we go on, as the trial happens, as it's so much that happened in the meantime of this. she not friends with... Hold on. This focus is... Oh, my God. There's so much that happened in the meantime of this, right? Kelsey and Meg, they ain't really friends no more. Tory Lanez and Meg, they make diss tracks about each other. Tory made a whole album. Tory made an album basically talking about the situation. And now, it finally came up to where court was going to happen. The way it led, the way it looked at the beginning of this trial, the way it looked at the beginning of the court hearings, Kelsey was granted immunity. Kelsey granted immunity and was like, oh, I just want to make sure I'm not going to be arrested at all for anything that got to do with this case if I talk. Okay, that's cool. Comes out, Tory paid to keep her quiet. Or that's what was stated back in September. Don't even know if I believe all this anyway. Comes out, the evidence, Tory's fingerprints, or not were on the gun, but there was gunpowder that was presented or had a men's DNA on the gun. Then it had a woman's DNA on the gun as well. Came out in court hearings, court cases that they were belligerently drunk, super intoxicatedly drunk. Came out in court as well from a witness, an eyewitness that states the first shot came from a woman. And then they proceeded to see the shots come from Tory. All I'm gonna say is, and this is my honest to God opinion with everything that came, and this is only my opinion. I'm not a part of the judicial system. I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer. So this ain't got nothing to do with me. My plain and clear as day opinion. Kelsey got involved. Kelsey and Meg got into it because that's the story. They got into a fight beforehand. Kelsey and Meg got into a fight. They were belligerently drunk. Granted, I don't think Kelsey wanted to shoot her, to hurt her, do anything to her. That gun was in Kelsey's hand, I believe. I don't know which shot hit Meg. All I'm saying, maybe Tory grabbed it from Kelsey, grabbed her arm, grabbed her hand. They say that there were more shots fired, maybe emptied the clip. By the time this focus, bro, like it's pissing me off because I'm not gonna cut none of this. By the time Meg turns around, she sees Tory with the gun. By all means, you went shot. Number one, you shot. So you're adrenaline rushing, you anxious, you all over the place. Number two, you're drunk. So you really don't know what 4 + 4 is right now. And number three, you turn around and you see. It's already emotions all over the place. You got your best friend. Depending on what the story was, but depending on the reason, I don't know the total reason yet that they were arguing, they were fighting. Depending on that reason, you already got emotions going. This nigga just shot me. And it's perfectly fine in that moment, I say, for Meg to run with that. Because that's what you saw, that's what you felt. So you gonna stick to it. With all of the evidence that was presented, bro, I just don't personally feel like there was any way that Tory Lanez shot her. Or is rightfully... Tory Lanez is about to go to jail for 20+ years. I'm not saying that any crime is any less justifiable than any other, or any other crime is worth someone going to jail for a longer time, or if it weren't them, celebrities, or, this is not me saying that they're any more special than the next. All I'm saying is Tory Lanez's life is now ruined. Now, I'm not saying, look, I'm not taking up for him. Let me say that. I'm not taking up for him. Because if he did this, if the hardcore evidence proved that he did this, and I would love for him to speak on it now. Now that the case is done, I would love for him to speak on it. Because I just personally don't feel like he did it. But I do 100% say that justice should be served because Meg Thee Stallion was hurt. Regardless of what happened, justice should be served. Do I feel like Tory should go to Jesus? I can't talk. Do I feel like Tory should go to jail for 20 plus years? No. Do I feel like Tory Lanez made that shot? No. I've already said my piece. Now the rest is up to y'all. Look, y'all got to leave comments down below because y'all really need to join this conversation. What do y'all think happened? What do y'all think is the true verdict? Y'all let me know down in the comments, man. But no, I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. Christmas is coming up. And that's one thing, too. I just hate that all this had to happen 2 days before Christmas. Tory went into court today with his son and his father, expecting to leave with them and in 2 days go celebrate Christmas with them. Instead, 2 days before Christmas, Tory Lanez's father is escorted out of court because of just the disbelief, which I don't blame him. And the thing that got me the most, that I started thinking about the most, was that man's son. Tory Lanez's son just watched his father, be put in handcuffs and escorted into jail 2 days before Christmas. That's the type of shit that'll raise a villain. That's a villain story. If you know, I'm just being real with you. Shit like that. When you think of villain stories, that's how they go. Anyway, man, y'all leave comments. I love and appreciate y'all. Gonna keep this thing moving. Yeah. Much more on the way. I love and appreciate y'all, man. Be about this thing.